Man Jay to follow that one up. Let's get Jay up here.
Oh, hey. First off, this has been an incredible party. Let's just get a quick round of applause for the bride and groom. As most of you know, I am also Brett's co-best man, or in my mind, best man 1A. Sorry, Ian. There's a new sheriff in town. Brett, this is such an incredible honor, and I really can't thank you enough for giving me this opportunity. You know how much this means to me. But I do have a quick confession to make. See, Brett and Amy were adamant that I only spend about 5 or 6 minutes up here. So I bought an extra hour, because I'm going to be up here for a very long time. And please, if you guys have your cell phones on, please keep them on. You might as well stay entertained somehow. Now I'm in a very unique situation here because it's not often that two of your best friends from childhood get married like this. So before I get into the evolution of Brett and I's friendship, it's impossible not to talk about what an amazing person Amy is. Amy, I've had the privilege of knowing you since we were little kids up to high school and then on our way to college. And nothing I say today will do you justice. You're smart, you're funny, you're caring, and there are very few people whose opinion I value as much as yours. The strength of your character and your genuine kind heart is something that's evident whether you've known her for 15 plus years like I have, or you've had one conversation with her. Chalmers, on the other hand, well, that's a completely different story. So let's move on to how Brett and I got so close. It all started in Little League Baseball when the most prolific coach in Plainview history, Coach Jim Chalmers, who I believe is in the audience today, made the unfortunate decision to draft me on his team. And now Chalmers and I, we always thought we were going to make the major leagues. I truly believe that. We truly believed we were going to make the major leagues. And now now Lisa too, I guess. I could hear Alexa thinking out loud, saying, I went to every single game and I didn't think that once. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but she was right. We did not make the major leagues. But we do play softball on Saturdays at Central Park, so some dreams do come true. But as much as we clicked on the field, off the field was just as special. Brett and I hung out pretty much every day. We would play video games, stickball, we would watch wrestling. We would even eat our favorite dinner together, spaghetti and meatballs. Lisa, I still remember your Swedish meatballs. They're still tops on my list. But the problem with that is that these are all things that we used to do in the past, except for one, which Chalmers has been unable to shake. I think we all know what that is. It's wrestling. Chalmers still has an obsession with wrestling. An undying obsession with wrestling. So much so that he could be seen rubbing elbows with children that are from 8 to 12 years old as they cheer for his favorite WWE wrestler, Randy Orton, execute the stunning RKO. Now you might be asking, how do I know what the RKO is? Good question. Chalmers has given me the RKO over 100 times. All of them against my will. And as I look into the crowd, I do see other victims out here. Jeremy. Where are you, Jeremy? I feel your pain. You're safe now. But it doesn't stop there. He's also dressed up as WWE star Dolph Ziggler. Interesting name, I know. Dolph Ziggler at a live event in public. But I give him the benefit of the doubt because he was only 10 years old, right? Wrong. He was 26. But who's counting? Who's counting? Besides me. Throughout the years, even when we first started, you've always been looked at as part of our family, and that's something that will never change. And I've been fortunate enough to feel the same way about yours. So now we move to after college, where I was fortunate enough to move into the city with 3 of my best friends, Chalmers, Levitt, and Mike. Burzo, you were at home, I think. I'm not sure what happened. And to be honest, Levitt Pastrich and I weren't always the cleanest of roommates. I'll be the first to admit that. Mom, I know that might come as a shock to you. But we had a fourth roommate who was a beautiful live-in nanny named Brett Chalmers, who did a lot of the cleaning. So Amy, you were a very lucky woman. Now, this is normally the time where the best man would humiliate the groom with drunken stories and late-night debauchery. So buckle up. And then unbuckle. Because Brett and I were always studying at the library. So I don't really have anything to say. Folks, you gotta remember, my parents are here too. But you guys aren't gonna get off that easy. When we would go out in the city, Amy would always be over on the weekends, and we would have a great time going out. And as luck would have it, there was a McDonald's right across the street. She knows where this is going. So there was one night where we go out, everyone's having a great time, and Brett and Amy decide to leave about an hour early. Nothing too crazy. Until Levitt Pastrich and I got back to our apartment. And it was a war zone. But not your typical war zone. Picture a room filled with chicken nugget boxes, cheeseburger wrappers, fish fillet wrappers, McFlurries, you name it, it was there. But where were Brett and Amy? They were sleeping on the couch, passed out, cuddling, with their bodies adorned with McDonald's wrappers. And I think, yes, they did want fries with that, because there were a lot of fries. It was perhaps the cutest, most horrifying thing I've seen in a while. So what do? We gently woke them up, and we escorted them back for what was probably go down as the most embarrassing walk of shame, only 5 feet away. Shame. 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 It's a little Game of Thrones reference for you fellas out there. So for those keeping score, it was McDonald's 1, Chalmers nothing. And it actually later came out that McDonald's reported record profits that quarter. I don't know why. So why tell this story? That story defines the overarching theme of these two. There is no Brett without Amy. There is no Amy without Brett. Whether it's an embarrassing story at McDonald's, and we've all been there. I mean, let's be honest. Or a romantic getaway in Barcelona, Spain. They enjoy each other's company, and they really are the perfect couple. And after seeing you guys over the years, there was never a doubt in my mind you guys would be here today. Never a doubt. And I always hoped that I would have the privilege up here to give you the speech that you guys deserve. When it comes to relationships, you guys are the gold standard. And there's no other way around it. Some might even say the cream of the crop. And I even remember the first time Brett really opened up to me about Amy. And it was in 9th grade outside of Jordan Fry's house. I bet Jordan Fry never thought he'd be mentioned in this speech. And I wasn't even planning that one. And Brett told me that there was something so incredibly special about her. He couldn't put his finger on it, but there was something so incredibly special, and that he was starting to develop some serious feelings for her. And B, I don't think I've ever told you that I remember you saying that to me. And it wasn't so much what you said, it was how you said it and the look in your eyes when you said it. And you still have that same look. So Chalmers, I couldn't be more proud of you for the man that you've become today. You're an incredible person, an unbelievable friend. You're handsome, and I'll never say that again. Actually, why don't you edit that part out? You're successful, you're loyal, you're a great brother to Alexa. You found an incredible woman in Amy. Today, you're the champ. I truly believe the best is yet to come for you guys. And Chal, I'll leave you with this. I might have been born an only child, but there's not a day that goes by where I haven't looked at you as my brother. Love you, buddy. So please raise your glasses.
Good job. That was part one.